If you're a new player to Battlefront 2, or honestly, even if you're a veteran, then I feel like what I'm going to share and say in this video is for you. Because Battlefront 2 has a problem that I think affects a large portion of the player base. And this problem is especially noticeable since Battlefront 2's latest resurgence. This game needs to make one significant change if it is going to continue to be played well into the future and maintain a consistently strong player base like we've seen over the past month or so. This is our one shot at this, considering so many people are talking about Battlefront 2 and playing Battlefront 2 right now, and I think if EA fixes this one thing, Battlefront 2 will consistently be played into the future. And that's hopefully a future where I hit 1 million subscribers before Battlefront 3 releases, because let's be real, I want to see both those things happen, so please subscribe and let's make Battlefront 3. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Now, this change that I think Battlefront 2 needs to make involves the progression system. Battlefront 2's progression is all based around playtime and gaining XP. Basically, the more you progress with each class or character in the game, the more powerful star cards you'll unlock, and the better off you'll be when facing more veteran Battlefront players. The problem is that progressing in Battlefront 2 and unlocking purple star cards can be a major grind. It can take years.
It's been 84 years.
But the good news is that there are currently some ways around this. For example, on Wednesdays, Battlefront 2 has a permanent triple XP event. This happens every Wednesday. Wednesdays are just triple XP, and you get 3 times the amount of XP you would on any other day. Now, for all new players, because they're just joining the game, because maybe some of them are playing for the first time, they will likely only have gray star cards, meaning that they have to grind every single class to unlock more star cards, to unlock more abilities, and also to have the more powerful passive star cards unlocked, which affect things like health regeneration and ability cooldowns. And this puts them at a significant disadvantage when facing other players who have been playing the game for years and already have heaps unlocked. Why not just make it triple XP all the time? I think there's no real point in having players now continue to grind out unlocks and spend heaps of time playing Battlefront 2 trying to unlock purple star cards, because honestly it takes hours and hours and hours and isn't going to be heaps of fun this late into the game. Battlefront 2 is nearly 8 years old, so some players have been playing this game for 8 years and still haven't unlocked everything. I am one of these players. And honestly, part of what has prompted me to make this suggestion has been recently playing on PC. I've played Battlefront 2 mostly on PlayStation since 2017, therefore my PC account doesn't have everything unlocked. And when playing on PC, because of this, I feel like I'm at a significant disadvantage playing against all the veteran PC players who clearly have purple star cards, and you're just getting owned because you don't have the same level of progression as them. Okay, but with Battlefront 2 being 8 years old, why not just give everyone purple star cards to begin with? Why not just unlock everything for everyone, make the player base completely level, and forget about progression altogether? Well, as easy as an idea that may be, doing this I think is unfair to veteran players who have spent the time unlocking everything, grinding everything out. If anyone has achieved a sense of pride and accomplishment, it's those players who've got purple star cards on absolutely everything. Smashing! But to find a happy middle ground, to make it fair to both veteran players who've played the game since launch, who have everything unlocked, and then also to new players who have next to nothing unlocked, why not just make it triple XP all the time? That way progression would be so much faster, but you're also not taking away the rewards the veteran players have achieved. Currently, if you're a new player, the best day to play on is Wednesday because of triple XP. It's going to allow you to unlock everything a lot faster, level up your characters faster, which will hopefully make the game more enjoyable for you in the long run, considering you won't be at a technical disadvantage. Now, I know these weekly events like the Triple XP Wednesdays were set up by one developer in 2020 when the game was cancelled to just continue on into the future, hopefully forever. And basically the game hasn't been touched since then, but I assume this wouldn't be too hard a thing to implement for EA, for even just one person to go into the game to change this just to make it a bit easier for new players. Because the thing is, if people are going to continue to play Battlefront into the future, they need to be having a good time. They need to see that their progress is counting for something, and I think that will be much more rewarding if XP unlocks just happen so much faster. 8 years into the game's life cycle, you don't want Battlefront 2 to feel like a grind. We need to retain as many of these new players as possible and give them incentive to continue playing Battlefront 2, and I feel like it's going to be a lot more fun if they're unlocking things a lot faster than some of the veteran players had to do so.
This is the worst!
In a lot of ways, Battlefront 2 is play to win in that the more time you spend playing Battlefront 2, the better abilities you'll unlock, which make you more powerful on the battlefront. For example, the Assault Bodyguard ability. The grey StarCard version of this gives you 10% damage reduction when at critical health, but the purple version of this, the max level StarCard, gives you 45% damage reduction. That is a huge 35% difference between a new player and a veteran player. Or how about the Heavy's Bounty Hunter ability? This one affects the rate at which you gain battle points in-game, which you can then spend on reinforcements, heroes, and vehicles. The grey base version of this, you get a 5% increase in battle points, but with the purple version, you get 20%. So if you want to be the first to unlock heroes on maps and need to gain battle points fast enough to do so, it's going to be much more favorable for you if you have the purple version of this unlocked versus just the grey one. But some of the star cards also affect health. For example, the Squad Shield. On the grey version of this, the shield has 1000 health, but the purple version has 1400. You're literally rewarded with more power and more health if you've played the game for longer and unlocked the purple version. This is why we need a more level playing field. This is why for some newer players, sometimes it can feel like if you're playing Battlefront 2, you're just getting owned over and over again, because you're probably coming up against some veterans who, for one, know the game well, two, are good at the game, but three, also have purple star cards and are just simply more powerful than you.
Oh, I hate you.
It's fine if there's a skill gap. I understand Battlefront 2 also doesn't have any skill-based matchmaking. You can join a server and play against some of the best players in the world, and the game is going to stop you from doing that. But the thing they can change and can do something about is the rate at which you unlock these more powerful star cards. What about the Specialist Stealth ability? The grey version of this has you deal 67 melee damage, and the purple version 125. That's almost twice as much more damage dealt by the purple version of this star card. And I really feel this is just remarkably unfair to new players who are just joining the game now and are at an immediate disadvantage because they haven't spent the hours and hours grinding out these star cards. So the simple fix, give everyone triple XP forever. That way, newer players can level up a lot faster and the playing field will be much more level as a result. As great as it is that Battlefront 2 has had the resurgence it's had and so many new players are playing the game, my biggest fear is that even after the Steam sales, even after Resurgence Day, even after all the hype, that it's going to die off. And not necessarily because people don't want Battlefront 3, which everyone does, but because of something silly like this, with the game sometimes being too frustrating. And to be fair, there can be a number of reasons the game is frustrating. The game is far from perfect. It's still the greatest Star Wars multiplayer game ever made, but I think by changing this one simple thing, we could make some players just have a slightly better time playing Battlefront 2. Another big reason I think this needs to happen as well is that the game has not been updated in over 5 years now. The game has been dead longer than it's been alive. And so EA are basically profiting from all the new sales off a game that they haven't touched in 5 years. So I think changing this small setting with the progression to make newer players just have a slightly better time would be a good way of them saying, hey, we're hearing you, thank you. We love Battlefront and we want to see so many players continue to play into the future, as they certainly will. Here's a little thing we're going to do to just make it easier for everyone from now on. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Are you a new player to Battlefront 2? Are you an old player? Have you experienced any problems or issues with the progression system? Do you feel like you get owned by purple star card players? Please let me know in the comments. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Keep sharing Battlefront 3 everywhere. Come write it on my Instagram posts, on my Twitter. Come join my Discord and TikTok, and I'll see you all on the Battlefront. Hopefully on the Battlefront 3 very soon. Thanks for watching. Always remember,
stay bombastic.